State, we have had 38 students to be awarded the scholarship. We have an 84.6% graduation rate for these students. They all, the majority of them graduate, go to work with the USDA, and they're doing fine. As a matter of fact, we have 3 those scholars working with the USDA right here in the Nashville area with 3 different agencies. Farm Service Agency, NASS, which is the National Agricultural Statistics Service, and APHIS, APHIS, which stands for Animal Plant Health Inspection Service. But these people, I can't call them students now because they're professionals, but they're out in the world working and doing a marvelous job with the USDA. So this is an extremely good program. The USDA liaison program also works with socially disadvantaged farmers in the area.
Limited resource farmers, I think.
Well, that's what they used to call them. Limited resource. But the proper terminology now is socially disadvantaged. But they work with that group. They work with beginning farmers, small farmers and beginning farmers. They work with community coordinators, and they, of course, we talked about the higher education. That's the main thing that the liaison officers deal with, would be in the higher education institution program. But just about anything that one may be interested in, if it involves the USDA, they can contact the USDA program liaison, and if we don't know the answer, we will put them in contact with the person or the organization that could get them the answer. You're probably familiar with that class action suit with the minority farmers. The liaisons.
Explain that. We've got about 3 minutes. Talk about the farmers in reference to this and their situation.
Real quick, and I hate to pick one of our agencies to say that they are the culprit here, but the Farm Service Agency, FSA, that's the agency that's responsible for providing loans to farmers. Well, as the case would be, years ago, minority farmers would go into the USDA office, the Farm Service, and they would apply for loans. In many cases, these loans were either denied or the farmers were told they'd get their loans or they'd get their monies, you know, for their crops, but somehow somebody in the office would hold up the funds and the farmer may not get his loan until it was too late to plant his crops. So he would end up losing his land. So they brought this class action suit up so that if any black farmer can show that he or she farmed years in previous years, they automatically qualify for a $50,000 settlement. Now, any other expenses or bills that they may have, those are covered. But it's of course, it's a lot more to it than just as simple as I just said. But that's the gist of it.
The idea is to make sure that these individuals are somehow compensated for the disadvantages that they get
as much as possible. Yes.
And so, in a real sense, over the last minute, you think that the Department of Agriculture is really up front in terms of helping all of these historical black institutions?
Oh, they are now. The current Secretary Tom Vilsack, he is 100% support of the black farmers and seeing to it that justice is done. So, yeah, many things have changed. A lot of the USDA agencies now are headed up actually by black employees. As a matter of fact, I attended an outreach conference this week that was sponsored by Tennessee State University. They had a banquet last night out at the Embassy Suites, Airport Embassy Suites, and the key speaker was Miss Deborah Kenderson, who is she's a 1890 graduate, and she heads up NASS in the state of Tennessee. Yes.
And so that's, and I think that in a real sense, I think that this recalls our earlier conversation when I told you I was concerned about what the Department of Agriculture is doing, and I've heard so many positive things in reference to that, and I think simply you've only reinforced some of the information that we have, and we're sort of glad that you were able to come by and to make our audience aware of these institutions.
Well, Dr. Haney, we really just scratched the surface. There are so many other things that we didn't get an opportunity to talk about that the USDA and Tennessee State are in collaboration producing.
Okay, and let me thank you for coming by and being with us today. Yes, and let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.